Hello, my friend and fellow traders. Will here over to XAUUSD.com. First, a big welcome to the video. So, the end of another great trading week. We had some nice setups this week, and in this video, I'm going to share with you a review and summary of last week's trading setups and the results we had. So, before we actually get into the charts and start looking at the results, if you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, simply hit the subscribe button now. It'll be about here somewhere. Okay, so let's get into the review, the summary of this week's trading setups. So I'll just hide my face here. And okay, these were the initial setups we had for the week. There's only two of them kind of triggered. It was a pretty slow week. Most of it, if you go back and look at the charts, most of these actually went in our direction. If you just bought off the open, that's not how we do things. We want them to go to certain prices before they go down. But we did manage to get around 160 pips this week. Okay, thanks to a few trades I posted in the group on Friday. Okay, so the best trade of the week was on the Aussie Swiss franc. We closed that on Wednesday for about 150 pips. It did go up a little bit further. I was happy with 150 pips on that position. The Aussie CAD, it's again just maybe 4 weeks in a row. So it's not really moving much. We lost 20 pips in that, and I actually still have that trade open for next week. British pound Kiwi was a trade I sent in Telegram group on Friday. Okay, we bought that at 202, and we got about 70 pips in that. Okay, the worst trade of the week was the pound Aussie, and again it just plummeted from the start this week. So nothing much we can do that. Friday, Euro Kiwi was a trade I sent in Telegram group. We entered that at 166.767 and we got about 40 pips on it. And then Euro JPY was another trade sent in the group on Tuesday. We closed that on Friday for about 50 pips. Okay, so let's head over to the charts and have a look at the actual trades. So the first one I'm going to go over here is the start the lines up here. Okay, is the Euro JPY. Okay, so this trade I was looking into this. Basically, the reason for entering this was anticipated once it broke 115,500. I was expecting the market to pop down and take out the stops that would be under this area. Okay, let's go back here. Up here. Okay, so this is my weekly area I talked about in last week's video. There's a reason why I was looking to trade this. Basically, see this here, I was anticipating the stop hunt. So basically what's happened here is just the market's popped down and I was looking to get in on this. Instead of entering directly at this line here, I was looking to enter down below it. Basically where people would have their stops, I was looking to enter and it was at 115, 115,200, okay, just underneath 2019's low. Okay, so that's where we entered and we got around 50 pips on it on Friday. Okay, so it was a good trade. Aussie CAD again, it's not moving much. You can see if we just look at this here, it's just stuck in a range. Actually, I'm gonna trade higher up on this. But I entered on Friday, and I'm still liking this to come down. Okay, so likely next week this will probably drop down towards the bottom of this range here, maybe lower. Okay, so again, this is the reason I took this trade on Friday. We've got a low stop, and I'm looking for this to head down lower. Last week's position, yeah, lost 20 pips. Happens. Okay, Euro. Again, this was just a day trade on Friday. What I was liking was a reaction at this support area here and this weekly zone here you can see. Okay, so across here. Prices come down late on Friday, and I was just anticipating a quick pop up, which we got here a few hours before the close of the day, which about 8 p.m. here in Thailand. I closed the trade because I'm not going to sit up the early hours of the morning on a Friday to wait in the position, so I just closed it out. Okay, so we got about 40 pips on it. Next one was British pound Kiwi. Why all these lines are on the chart here? Okay, so let's go to the weekly chart. Okay. Again, it was just this was a Friday trade. Once it broke, if you look at the daily charts here, it had been in a bit of range up here. Once it broke down through that, I was looking to this area here that was untested on the daily at 202, which came down into on Friday. So I was expecting a pop up on Friday, which we got. And this was it here, this spike up here. Okay, so this was a day trade on Friday that I posted in the group. It's not wasn't a weekly one. It was just so we could actually gain some pips for the week. But looking at it, I haven't done my analysis for next week yet. Maybe drop it a little bit further, possibly another good buy at these lows here, or a sell up here, 205. Okay, we'll see. I'm gonna do my analysis next week. Okay, this is the right in these lows here where it broke out of. But I'll have a look at that later on, and I'll post that in my weekly analysis. So next one was possibly the trade of the week, which was on the Aussie Swiss franc. Okay, so the reason I was buying this was, you can see this area here. Got a pause in the market here on this rally multi-pot, created this high, and then come back down next week. But I am anticipating this. The reason I was buying this because the market is moving up. It had taken out this area here, so the next logical target for it is this higher zone up here. So this is why I was buying this last week. And if we look at it, we bought this more or less from the get-go on Monday. Very nice trade if you look at the daily charts here. Come down to this area here. The swing high, swing low, new swing high, swing low. Likely here, new swing high up to around these areas here. Okay, so that was a nice trade last week. We bought that. Okay, 61.3. I actually posted in the group to buy that really as soon as we're putting in the trades on Monday. Okay, so it was a nice trade, nice play in the direction of the higher time frame trends, going towards the higher time frame target. Okay, and last but not least was the British pound Aussie. Okay, it didn't work out for us, and it's looking very weak. So the reason I was buying this, we had this trend line break last week. This area broke the trend line, so I was anticipating I come back down the test area that broke the trend line, and I moved back up. It didn't materialize. It's looking like it's going to be heading down lower towards maybe these lows here. Would be maybe a better idea to buy that next week. Okay, so sometimes trades just don't go your way, and this was the case on the British pound Aussie this week. So thankfully we got the trades on Friday on the Euro Kiwi, the British pound Kiwi, and the Euro JPY. Kind of turned the week into a nice trading week and a great start to May. And head over, and you can see okay, so yeah, sorry, I don't know what happened there. Yes, this is our tracked account, and you head over, you can just track it. The balance, everything's there. This was started more or less the start of April. 18th of April it was started, and yes, 3 weeks going so far, 3 trading weeks, and it's going nicely. So you can just track that account. So to get a idea of how your trading account will go if you're a member of our Signal service. If you are a member, you can keep a track of it also. So it's another fantastic trading week, some nice trades. Great start to May, 160 pips. Yeah, so good week. If you have any questions regarding your trading, let me know at willofxace.com. If you want to access a Signal service that guarantees results, simply click the link below. And I'll see you on the next video. Have a great weekend.